Good evening everyone, welcome to day 5 of the 7 days of summer. Today we have this gorgeous collage sheet which you've seen before, which is on the inside of my journal covers. Beautiful from our Cara. And then from Julie you've got a lot of fussy cut fruit and this melon here, watermelon, and this strip here. Okay, that's what we've got today. So I've put the collage with the lined paper together and then cut out some tags, and then I've put ingredients for zingy barbecue lemon chicken on that one, pineapple and black pepper crumble on that one, and on this one is coconut and cacao overnight porridge. And these are in a little recipe book that I've got called Open Iftar. Iftar means that meal after you break your fast. It's that meal there, the evening meal. And the Big Tent project, I've done some amazing work for years, and this year obviously because we're still, you know, social distancing and lockdown situations, they put together a big pack. It was £20, and in the pack you got colouring and you got decorations to make and all sorts of things to do. Absolutely amazing. And you got a lovely little recipe book, and the £20 goes towards feeding one person throughout those 30 days of Ramadan for their evening meal. Lovely idea, and that's where all these little recipes came from. So I've made these up ready to put on the front whatever is left over from doing my 7 days. So the tags have been cut out on my Gemini, and then I will finish these on the last days with any bits that have left over, maybe a bit of ephemera, or there might be a picture or something. I think I've used mostly everything, but these will be my finish off tags. Then the other thing I'm doing is I'm making a wee little notebook. Now I printed these papers off 2 to a page, okay, so the cover is as it printed off. The inside pages have had about 1/4 of a centimetre cut off all the way around so that they fit in. You can see, in fact, it might even be slightly less than that, but you can see there's just a tiny little bit all the way around so it fits in perfectly. Now, I've got my pages. I actually printed everything twice. And what I'm going to do now is, this is something I love doing, and I haven't done this for quite some time, and that's putting lines on paper. Now this is just a piece of cardboard. You can see this is Amazon, and I've taken the top bit off. You literally, the best way to get the top off of this is to, if you get a pokey tool and you just run it underneath, you can actually pick off this quite easily. You see it runs along quite well, and you can, you know, start to pull this off. Okay. And it doesn't have to be perfect. If you've got these little bits that are left on, it actually adds to the feeling of being vintage. Now I'm just going to put some ink on. Oops, this is vintage photo, and the way I like to do it is just do it like this. It gives the best result just rubbing it on like this. It really does. Okay. And then you can take your sheet and literally, there's a bit of messy there, isn't there? Put it on and rub it down. How brilliant is that? Now you can get thin lines, thick lines. You know, this is a particularly thinner one. Other ones I've done in the past have been a lot thicker. Just depends on what lines you want to use. This one you would probably you know, depending on how big your items. So for me, this is perfect size for me. Some people might want to write over 2 lines. It's up to you. But then you can take all these lovely, lovely bits of ephemera from our Julie and pop them on. Where's the glue? There it is, over there. And it will make these pages so lovely to write on. Put your, you know, put your recipes in, or you could even make it into a notebook that will say what you thought of the recipes. You know, was it good? Did the family like it? Did they not like it? What would you do next time? Maybe leave this ingredient out, maybe stick a different ingredient in. And it's so quick and easy to do. You just take, you know, a couple of minutes, pulling that cardboard off, and you're away. In fact, this is how I used to put the lines on the back of my tags, you know, on journaling cards. And it just gives such an amazing vintage look, doesn't it? You know. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Let's find another one. What else have we got in here? Julie's strawberries. I think I might actually cover these strawberries over with a little bit of ready ink later, because they look a little bit anemic. Having an anemic day, those. Actually, yeah. I'll put that on. So they're on different pages. And this is how quick it is to build up a lovely little journal. Oops, come here, come back. Flower here, haven't we? Put a little flower in this time. There should be 2 flowers actually. I don't know where the other one is. There it is. Put one in each corner, couldn't I? There we go. And then once you've built your book up, you have the choice of whether you just staple them in. If you've got a long arm stapler like I have, you can just staple that in, or you can do your 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It is really entirely up to you how you then close your book. But I thought that'd be a lovely little notebook just to put in whatever you feel like, recipes or how-tos, you know, to add to the book that I'm already making. And it does give you that lovely, lovely vintage look, doesn't it? It really does. I say I've used wider before, but I write really, really tiny. So for me, that's perfect. For other people, they might want it a bit bigger. So I will finish that off later and then show you on the last day it completely finished. So that's that one. And then here, when I was confronted with this, it was, okay, what do I do with this? And I was kind of a little bit stuck actually at first. I thought, okay, well, it needs to go in half. That was as far as I got. I thought, right, I'm going to get this in half. So I got it in half. And then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, well, what do I do now? And I was thinking of putting the little half circle in here and sealing it and making it into a pocket. Okay, and I thought, well, I've actually got quite a few of Cara's pockets, you know. So I decided not to do that. So what I decided on in the end was to do this. Now, when that is glued down, this will turn into a tuck there. And you got one on the back. Yes, I've still got my mitten card. But I've used it instead of wasting it. And when you have to copy you know, you're not only are copying off these for yourself to use, you also need them to show. It saved me a lot of money. So that is what I did with these, and that is just so easy to make. Seriously, it is the easiest thing ever. So all you do is you just bend this down. So you just come along and bend it down like that. That is how quick and easy it is. And then what I did with this one was I just come up, so I know it would be the same height. Tuck that one down. Now you can now trim that if you want to, but I thought, being lazy, I'm just going to stick it down. So I just went plonk like that, and on the other side. That is how quick I made these. Oh dear, so the conundrum was solved in like 2 seconds flat. And how quick and easy are those? Absolutely brilliant. No hassle, no worries. Anyway, then I was looking at the fussy cut watermelons. And if you print them without the tick on, look, it fits perfectly. How great is that? So this fruit obviously is from today again, but that strawberry crush is actually from tomorrow, because I've been doing 2 days at the same time, and that was the only element from tomorrow's that I hadn't used. So I popped him on there. I thought, well, you can sit on there, and then I know I've used him, and then, you know, I'm trying to use all the elements, and obviously on day 7, anything I've not used, I will make sure I've used it up. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of colour around that, and he is going to sit on there, but I'm going to make sure I leave it so that we can use this as a tuck as well. So that's just round that bit, and then you will sit right on top of there like that. Okay, and then that will go round a page, and I will glue it on like this, and then I can tuck in there, and I can tuck in there, and then on this side I will find something to put on that later on, because I'm not sure how much of this fruit I will actually use. I was thinking of using the blackberries. I've actually got 2 lots of blackberries. Actually, they're bigger than they, aren't they? And I was actually thinking of using them for a tuck. But I think because of the way, if I turn it this way, you can see these go up quite a way, so there's not a lot of depth. By the time you've glued this bit down, you're not going to have much in there. So I think what I would have to do with this, to use this, is to pop it onto something first and then cut it out. But I think that will probably be the one for the back. If not, it'll be the apples, because the apples would probably work better, because the apples, as you can see, you've got a lot more room to stick something into, like the watermelon. Can you see? It would actually fit in really well. So I will come back on that and show you on the last day. And of course that watermelon I've left and made him into a tag, a journal card. It's got his line writing on the back, and this is the fruit from today as well. So that is how easy it was to make them. I was just tickled pink. It just fell together, you know. I was just sitting there and thinking, oh no, do I do this, do this? I was originally thinking of making a little booklet, but I wanted to, you know, but I really wanted to do this one with Cara's papers. All the papers are in here, other papers from Cara's paper kit for the 7 days, and I've just printed them off twice. So it's quite a nice little full book. You know, I like them to have a bit of, you know, fullness in them. and that will be my little notebook. I'm going to have to find a label to go on the front, but I haven't decided what I want to do with this yet, whether I'm going to use this as notes or whether I'm going to actually put more recipes in it. So I don't really want to make the label until I've decided exactly what I'm going to do with this. So that's my day 5. I've just got to sit here now and finish putting all the lines in, and my book will be complete. These are so easy to make, and I'm going to print off a little bit more of this lovely fruit, because the fruit just works so beautifully, doesn't it, on the front here, and using them as tuck spots I think is just a lovely idea. It really is. You know, it really, you know, you don't need much to tuck in there, and quite a lot of the ephemera that Julie's done is quite small, so they would fit in these really well. So they will go into my journal tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here. And tomorrow is day 6. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that we are almost at the end of this journey. It has just been so much fun. I've been watching the girls' videos, and it is really amazing how different everybody works, how different their interpretation of the kits are. You know, I mean, Linda, lovely lass. What I didn't realise is she actually grew up not far from me, and the pair of us used to spend Saturday in Kingston. And my nana worked at Bentle's, and she used to love going to Bentle's on a Saturday, and we used to go to Bentle's on a Saturday. So very likely we have seen one another many moons ago in Kingston. It's, you know, she said when I said about Hampton Court, she fell off her seat. It is so lovely to meet people from the area that you grew up in. It really is. It's been an absolute treat. But she did a beautiful folio. Absolutely lovely. And as you know, I love my folios. In fact, I'm going to give you a little sneaky peek. This is a folio that I've done for Paulette. And that is going to be the challenge in the group, for Paulette's group. And this pretty little folio here is for Lorena, and I'll be showing you. I'm actually going to do a show and tell with this one, how to actually make it next Sunday. So yeah, I love my folios. So have an amazing day, everybody. Love and blessings, and on to day 6. Ta-da, everyone. Bye.